Hey everyone, it's me, Paula Barnes with Functional Fitness. Today I'm going to just show you a small bag workout. This one is a flexible bag. I also have a more difficult bag. If you're going to use this one for punches, the harder one, then you want to get yourself some gloves. But this one's kind of soft, and we're not going to focus on strength and power. We're going to focus on the form and the functional movement of the form and doing it properly. And then you can add a little bit of power later and get yourself some gloves to do it. But just different ways to use the bag. You just don't always have to stand in front of the bag and punch it, although that's a great cardio workout. I like to use full body moves. So if you want to use a medicine ball, you just need a light one. Maybe some light weights, because we're just going to do a nice form, focusing on form punches. And then we'll do some lunges, and then we'll do some planks, and maybe some sit-ups with a back fist. So let's go ahead and warm up just a little bit. You always want to think about which muscles you're going to work before you do your workout, and then warm those muscles up. Okay, so we're going to use the shoulders for punching and using the ball. So we want to make sure that we prevent injury and warm them up. So get deep down in there, big movements. And then also you want to do a little bit of spinal rotation because you don't want to hurt your back. That's one of the biggest injuries in working out. And then breathe it in. Swan dive to the floor to get the hamstring. You should feel that pull in the lower back. That's okay. Fold the arms. Just let the forehead rest right down in the forearms. And then if you can touch the floor, if you can't, don't worry about it. Bend the knees, roll it up. Take it to one side. Hold it around the back. Roll it around to the other side. And then maybe a couple more. So the thing with holding a medicine ball and using a bag is you tend to use your neck a lot. So you need to focus on core. So if you're using your neck, then that means that the muscles that you're supposed to be using are not being utilized properly. So try not to tense up and keep your shoulders here. Your shoulders should always be back and down, and the punches should always come from the torso, twisting into it. The power comes from behind the body, okay? So you want to lean into it. So first, I'm going to do a time exercise. So I'll demonstrate the exercise, get a little break in between, and then we'll do 40 seconds of work. And then you'll have a minute break, and then I'll show you the next move, and then we'll do another 40 seconds of work. So we've got 8 movements. And if you feel good after you do the first 8, then play this whole thing back, and I would recommend doing it 3 times, but I'm only going to take you through one round. Alright, so the first one is going to be a ball push. So if you have a flexible one, it's going to move back. That means that you have to time the push properly. So squat down, not too much of a squat because I don't want to focus on the squat. It's a chest press, so your elbows are down by your sides and you're going to press into it. So measure yourself out so that it doesn't knock you in the face. And remember, we're not focusing on power here. So don't chase after it, wait till it comes to you. You don't want to push somebody that's running away from you. When they come at you, you hit them. And then once you get a pattern down, you can start to go a little bit heavier. Keep it from the chest. So knees are bent, abs are nice and strong from the chest. And if you want to go fast, you can speed it up a little bit, and then you can slow it down. Squeeze that ball like you're trying to pop it. Okay, put that down, because I know that's all supporting muscles when you're trying to squeeze that ball. So you're going to feel that pretty quickly. Alright, so the next one, you're going to put a light weight in your right hand. For women, I recommend 2 pounds. For men, maybe 3 or 4 pounds. I want you to get the move. I don't want you to punch too hard. Okay, so weight in right hand. You're going to lunge towards your opponent. The left leg is forward, and every time you drop into a lunge, look straight down, you're going to punch. So again, we're not focusing on power, I'm focusing on form. So So you'll notice that my fist rotates down. Down. The punch comes from my shoulder, and it's the same height. It stays the same height as my shoulder. So you don't want to go down, and you don't want to go up. Okay, keep it right in your shoulder. Comes from behind, and then it presses forward. The other hand is up, blocking your face. For working out purposes, this is keeping your left external obliques nice and tall. So we're going north and south. We're not going forward and back. That's bad for the knee. So I'm not punching too hard because I don't want this bag to come back and hit me. Okay, we're good. We have 10 more seconds. I thought I missed the beat. Okay, good. All right, so put that down. So I don't need to demonstrate the other side. So we're just going to stretch. So if you're in the back leg, because your body is over that hip, this front hip flexor should be on fire. So that's the one that you stretch. You always take the time to stretch what hurts. Okay, now we're going to switch it to the other side. Set it up. Make sure that you're not on a balance beam. So right foot forward, right hand up. Flex the muscle. That blocks your organs and your face, just in case somebody's coming from that side. Measure it out. You can see that my back knee drops to the floor. You don't have to go that deep. It's all right if you don't. I want you to focus on form and not too much into the depth of the movement. You'll get that later. So the biggest mistake in a lunge is going forward and back, which is bad for the knee. You're just going north and south. The punch is coming from the left shoulder, and then it retracts all the way back to the shoulder. So this hand is up. You can either make a fist or keep it open. So exhale on the punch. So everything is nice and tall here. Make sure you're not leaning into it. So your modification is that, in that one, is don't use a weight. Alright, so stretch that one open. Alright, so your next one is a plank, squat. So it's a squat with a knee strike, squat, knee strike. So if you have a heavy bag, you definitely don't want to hit it too hard because you'll break your kneecap. But this one, you get to pull towards you, just like you were grabbing somebody from the head. So drop, up, and knee strike. Drop, up, and knee strike. So pull them towards you. Control it, hold it, and work the movement. So I like to do a little bit of a rounded knee so that I come up and I hit him in the ribs. And again, I'm not focusing on power. I'm focusing on the form and the functional movement of it. So I'm working my abdominals, I'm working my glutes, I'm working my arms by pulling it towards me, and I'm working on my balance and all of my stabilizer muscles. Okay, let's stretch it out because I think I screwed up the timing. I think I did a minute of work instead of 40 seconds of work. Alright, so I'm going to let that run through. I'm going to start it over, just 1 second. Okay. Alright, so the next one is a plank tap, and I'm going to add a push-up. You don't have to do the push-up, okay? But I'd like you to try to do a push-up because it builds good strong shoulders, good strong arms, and a nice strong chest. So measure yourself out so that you can at least tap it, okay? And then take your hands wide, okay? So we're going to go push up and tap. Push up and tap, okay? Stretch it back. And then we'll wait for the beep. Let's see, getting close, 22 seconds. Your option is hands underneath the shoulders, feet wide, and then you're just gonna tap. That's your modification. I really don't want you to do these on your knees. I want you to try and hold your body weight up. If you can't hold your body weight up, then you're not really functionally fit. So work on holding that full body weight up. Okay, so I'm gonna do the push-up with the tap. If that's too much, then just stay in your plank and tap. Okay, nice long muscles in the abdominals. So don't drop the head, that's bad. Don't look up too much because that changes the position of the neck. You're facing down. Your head is exactly where your chest is facing. Hands are wide. It's almost over. 7 more seconds. Finish it, don't stop, good. Alright, so come up off the arms and stretch out the chest. And then the next one is a sit-up to a back fist. So if you're taller than me, that's great. That means you could reach it better. I can't really reach it, but I'm going to demonstrate for it anyway. You're going to straddle the base, if you have one. You're going to come up, blocking the body, and then back fist. So ultimately, you're using that tricep. Come down, block it, block your face, back fist. Don't bring the arms up over the head, because that's cheating. That means you're using those arms to swing up. Keep the arms right here, okay? So again, it's up, back fist, back down, up. Take the time to open this tricep up, and then the back of your fist, hit. Okay, you can go slow, or you can go fast. But don't forget to block your face. You never want to fall back and have your face exposed. So again, you don't have to work on power here. It's all about opening the obliques. So get that rotation in and then hit. Your exhale happens on the punch, so it's squeezing your feet around the base will keep you from sliding. I'm going to finish it with the other one. Good. Lengthen. And then the next one is the V reach. So I'm going to use the ball. Where'd the ball roll to? And I'm going to double this mat up so I have more cushion. So it's open, close, open, close. If your bag is lower, great. That means you'll be able to hit it, but I cannot hit it. So what I'm doing here is squeezing the bag between my legs so that my inner thigh muscles get some work also. Okay? Okay, so it starts open and then close. Open and close. Open, reach, and squeeze. So your inner thighs should be working here. If they're not, then you're not squeezing hard enough. Trying to reach for the bag. Get up as high as you can. So the exhale happens on the reach. Okay, good. Whew. All right, we're gonna stretch and take a drink. And then what I recommend after we stretch is that you start it over and do it all again. Remember to do it at your own pace. Drop, stretch out the abdominals. This is lengthening the abdominals. We just contracted them. So you want to make sure that you lengthen them right as they're at their the warmest. Okay, tuck the toes in, come to downward dog. Maybe exhale and reach for the opposite leg, and then come back, and then reach. Walk it back, roll it up nice and slowly. Hands behind the back, stretch it out, right ear to right shoulder. Use your breathing here, and then rotate to the other side. Breathe it in, and thank you.